Hey there, welcome back to Senior Envision, the place where we're all about helping you live your best life, especially if you're over 60. I'm so glad you're here today, because we're diving into something that could truly make a difference in how you feel, how you move, and how you thrive every single day. We're talking about your morning routine. Those little habits you might not even think twice about, but could be quietly affecting your health, especially when it comes to your brain, your heart, and your overall wellness. You know, as we get older, it's easy to brush off small things. A moment of dizziness, feeling a bit sluggish, or even skipping breakfast because you're just not hungry yet. But what if I told you those small moments could be your body's way of sending you a gentle warning? Stroke, memory issues, and even fatigue don't just happen out of nowhere. They often build up slowly, influenced by the choices we make each morning, including what we eat or don't eat. Today, we're going to walk through 7 common morning mistakes that many seniors make without realizing it, and more importantly, we'll talk about simple, practical ways to fix them, with a special focus on nutrition and food choices that can nourish your body and protect your brain. These aren't big, overwhelming changes. They're small, doable steps that can help you feel sharper, stronger, and more energized for years to come. If any of this resonates with you, or if you've ever felt something off in the morning, I'd love for you to share your story in the comments below. Your experience might help someone else watching this, and together, we're building a warm, supportive community right here at Senior Envision. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a tip to keep you thriving. Let's get started with the first habit that might be putting quiet pressure on your brain and body. Picture this: you wake up, the sun's peeking through the curtains, and you're ready to start your day. Without thinking, you swing your legs over the side of the bed and jump right up to get moving. Sound familiar? It feels so natural, doesn't it? The day's calling, maybe you're eager to make your coffee or check your phone, and you don't want to waste a second. But here's something most of us don't realize, especially as we get older: standing up too quickly first thing in the morning can put your brain at risk. After a long night of sleep, your body is in a calm, low-pressure state. Your blood flow has slowed down, especially to your brain, because you've been lying down for hours. When you suddenly go from lying flat to standing upright, your blood pressure can drop sharply, a condition called orthostatic hypotension. For seniors, this is more common and more serious than you might think. You might feel a little lightheaded, maybe unsteady on your feet, or even like you're about to faint. Those moments might seem small, like just a quirk of getting older, but they're a sign that your brain isn't getting enough oxygen right then. Over time, those sudden drops in blood pressure can strain your blood vessels, increasing your risk of a mini stroke or even a full-blown stroke. And here's the thing: aging blood vessels are already less flexible, so they need a little extra care to keep blood flowing smoothly. The good news: you can protect yourself with a simple change that takes less than 2 minutes. When you wake up, don't rush. Take a few slow, deep breaths. Stretch your arms, wiggle your toes, and sit up slowly. Then, place your feet on the floor and pause for a moment. Give your body a chance to adjust, letting blood flow gently back to your brain. If you've ever felt dizzy or wobbly in the morning, that wasn't just old age talking. It was your body asking for a little more care. Have you ever noticed this happening to you? Maybe a moment when you stood up and felt the room spin. Share it in the comments. I'd love to hear, and someone else might need to know they're not alone. This small tweak to your morning routine could keep your brain healthier for years to come. It's not about moving slowly, it's about moving smartly. Now, let's talk about something so simple you might overlook it, but it's one of the most powerful habits you can add to your morning to protect your brain and boost your energy. It's drinking a glass of water first thing when you wake up. I know, It sounds almost too basic, right? But stick with me, because this one's a game changer, especially for seniors. When you sleep for 7 or 8 hours, your body is working hard, but you're not drinking anything. You lose fluids through breathing, sweating, and even just existing overnight. By the time you wake up, you're already a little dehydrated, and your brain feels it the most. Did you know your brain is about 75% water? When you're low on fluids, your blood thickens, circulation slows, and your blood pressure can creep up, all before you've even had breakfast. For seniors, dehydration is a bigger deal than it was when we were younger. It's linked to higher stroke risk, memory fog, and slower reaction times. If you're taking medications like diuretics for blood pressure or heart issues, common for many of us over 60, you're losing even more water overnight without realizing it. That first glass of water in the morning does so much. It thins your blood, improves oxygen delivery to your brain, and gently wakes up your entire system. Think of it like watering a plant that's been dry all night. It comes back to life. So, before you reach for your coffee or pop your morning pills, take a moment to drink a full glass of room temperature water. It takes less than a minute, but it's like giving your brain a big, refreshing hug. And here's a nutrition tip to make it even better: add a slice of lemon or a pinch of chia seeds to your water. Lemons provide a small boost of vitamin C to fight inflammation, and chia seeds add fiber and omega-3s, which are great for heart and brain health. Have you made drinking water part of your morning routine yet? Or is this something you'd like to try? Let me know in the comments. Your small change could inspire someone else to start their day off right. Speaking of starting your day, let's talk about what's on your breakfast plate, because what you eat in the morning can either nourish your brain or quietly harm it. Breakfast is often called the most important meal of the day, and for seniors, that's especially true when it comes to protecting your heart and brain. But here's the catch: many common breakfast foods are loaded with hidden ingredients that could be raising your stroke risk, and one of the biggest culprits is salt. You might be thinking, I don't add salt to my food, but salt hides in places you'd never expect: processed breads, instant oatmeal packets, breakfast bars, sausages, bacon, even that healthy, whole grain cereal you love. A single serving of some cereals can have more sodium than a bag of chips. When you eat a salty breakfast, especially first thing in the morning, when your blood pressure naturally spikes, it puts extra strain on your blood vessels. Over time, too much sodium stiffens those vessels, especially the tiny capillaries in your brain, increasing your risk of stroke, memory issues, or even sudden dizziness. For seniors with hypertension, which is about half of us over 60, this morning salt overload can be a tipping point. But don't worry, you don't have to give up the foods you love. Small swaps can make a huge difference. Instead of instant oatmeal with flavor packets, try plain oats and top them with fresh berries or a handful of unsalted nuts. Berries like blueberries are packed with antioxidants that reduce inflammation and support brain health, while nuts like walnuts provide healthy fats that keep your blood vessels flexible. If you love eggs, skip the cheese or sausage and pair them with avocado or a slice of whole grain toast with no added salt. Aim to keep your breakfast under 300–400 milligrams of sodium. Most processed foods blow past that in one bite, so check those labels. Here's a quick recipe idea. Blend a smoothie with spinach, a banana, unsweetened almond milk, and a tablespoon of peanut butter. It's low sodium, nutrient dense, and keeps you full without spiking your blood pressure. What's your go-to breakfast? Have you ever checked the sodium in your favorite morning foods? Share your thoughts or a low-sodium recipe in the comments. Your idea might help someone else make a healthier choice. Now, let's talk about that morning cup of coffee, because for so many of us, it's the fuel that gets the day going. There's nothing quite like that warm, comforting sip, right? But if you're over 60, there's something you need to know about how you're drinking your coffee. especially if it's the first thing you reach for on an empty stomach. Coffee's not the enemy, let's be clear about that, but drinking it the wrong way can quietly raise your stroke risk. When you drink coffee first thing, without any food in your system, the caffeine hits hard. It boosts adrenaline, speeds up your heart rate, and causes your blood vessels to constrict. That leads to a quick spike in blood pressure, which can be tough on aging arteries that are already less flexible. Over time, those spikes can strain the delicate blood vessels in your brain, increasing the risk of mini strokes, irregular heart rhythms, or even memory issues. This is especially true if you're drinking multiple cups or loading up on sugary creamers, which add inflammation your body doesn't need. The fix is simple. Don't give up your coffee, just time it better. Start your morning with that glass of water we talked about to rehydrate your body. Then, have a light, brain-friendly breakfast, maybe some oatmeal with fruit or a boiled egg with a slice of whole grain toast. After that, enjoy your coffee, but stick to one moderate cup, about 8–12 ounces, and go easy on the sugar and cream. If you're feeling adventurous, try swapping your creamer for a splash of unsweetened almond or oat milk. They're lower in inflammatory fats and add a creamy texture without the extra calories. If you find yourself needing cup after cup to fight morning fatigue, that might be a sign of something else, like dehydration or poor sleep, that needs attention. What's your coffee routine like? Have you found a way to balance it with your morning? Share your thoughts in the comments. Someone else might be looking for a way to enjoy their coffee without the health risks. Let's shift gears and talk about a subtle warning sign that many seniors ignore in the morning, even though it could be your brain's way of crying for help. Have you ever woken up feeling just a little off? Maybe a bit dizzy, like your balance isn't quite right, or your arm feels slightly weak for a few minutes. Maybe your speech isn't as clear as usual, or you feel a wave of fatigue that you brush off as just a bad night's sleep. It's so easy to tell yourself, probably slept funny, or I'll feel better after my coffee. But please, don't ignore these moments. For seniors over 60, these small symptoms, dizziness, numbness, weakness, or confusion, could be signs of poor blood flow to the brain or even a transient ischemic attack, or TIA, often called a mini-stroke. TIAs are brief, lasting just a few minutes, but they're a serious warning that a bigger stroke could be coming. They often happen in the morning when your body is transitioning from sleep and your blood pressure and circulation are adjusting. If you notice these signs, don't wait and hope they'll go away. Write them down, note the time, how long it lasted, and how it felt. Share it with your doctor as soon as possible. There are even apps and tools designed for seniors to track symptoms like these, helping you spot patterns that could save your life. Your body is wise. It's sending you these whispers to protect you, but only if you listen. Have you ever had a morning where something felt off, even for just a moment? I'd love for you to share your experience in the comments. It might encourage someone else to take their symptoms seriously and get help in time. Now, let's talk about something that's part of every senior's morning routine but often gets mishandled: your medications. If you're over 60, chances are you're taking at least 1 or 2 pills each day, maybe for blood pressure, cholesterol, or as a blood thinner. These medications are like a daily shield for your brain and heart, protecting you from stroke and other health issues. But how you take them, the timing, the dose, even what you swallow them with, matters just as much as the pills themselves. It's so easy to get distracted in the morning and forget a dose, take it late, or even accidentally double up because you weren't sure if you already took it. Those small mistakes can have big consequences. Skipping a blood pressure pill, for example, can cause your blood pressure to spike, putting stress on your brain's blood vessels. Taking a double dose could drop your pressure too low or increase bleeding risk if you're on blood thinners. Even little habits, like taking your pills with coffee, instead of water or swallowing them without food when they're supposed to be taken with a meal, can reduce how well they work or cause side effects. The solution is straightforward but powerful. Get organized. Use a pill organizer labeled for morning, noon, and night to keep track of your doses. Set a daily reminder on your phone or smart speaker, something like, "Hey, it's time for your morning meds." Keep your pills near something you do every day, like your toothbrush or coffee maker, to build a routine. And always take your medications with a full glass of water, unless your doctor says otherwise. Here's a nutrition tip: pair your morning meds with a small, healthy snack if they need to be taken with food. A handful of almonds or a slice of apple with peanut butter can do the trick without overloading your system. Have you found a system that keeps you on track with your medications? Maybe a routine or a trick that makes it easier? Share it in the comments. Your tip could be a lifesaver for someone else. Finally, let's talk about one last morning habit that's so easy to overlook but can have a surprising impact on your health, especially for seniors. It's something we all do, or rather, delay doing: going to the bathroom. Be honest. Have you ever woken up, felt that slight urge to go, but decided to stay in bed just a little longer? Maybe you check your phone, scroll through the news, or wait until after your coffee. It seems harmless, doesn't it? But holding in urine first thing in the morning can put stress on your body in ways you might not expect. When your bladder is full after a night of sleep, delaying that trip to the bathroom causes your body to release stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. Those hormones raise your blood pressure and tighten your blood vessels, which is a risky combination, especially if you already have high blood pressure or heart issues. For some seniors, a full bladder can even trigger irregular heart rhythms, which, combined with elevated blood pressure, creates a perfect storm for clot formation and stroke risk. The fix is so simple it's almost silly when you wake up and feel the urge: go to the bathroom right away. Make it your first act of self-care each day. It takes less than a minute, requires no special tools, and could protect your brain and heart for years to come. To tie this into nutrition, try sipping that glass of water we talked about earlier after your bathroom trip to keep your system hydrated and balanced. Have you ever caught yourself delaying your morning bathroom trip? Or maybe you've made a habit of going right away. Share your story in the comments. Your small change might inspire someone else to listen to their body's signals. So, let's take a step back and put all this together. Your morning routine is like the foundation of your day, and as a senior, those first few moments can set the tone for your health, energy, and independence. From rushing out of bed to skipping water, eating a salty breakfast, drinking coffee on an empty stomach, ignoring warning signs, mismanaging medications, or delaying that bathroom trip, these small habits add up over time, quietly wearing down your brain and heart. But here's the beautiful part: you don't need to overhaul your life to make a difference. Just pick one or two of these habits to tweak this week. Maybe start with drinking a glass of water first thing, or swapping your salty cereal for a bowl of oatmeal with fruit. Maybe take an extra minute to wake up slowly, or set a reminder for your medications. These aren't big changes. They're small, intentional steps that tell your body, "I'm listening, and I'm taking care of you." And when it comes to nutrition, focus on brain-friendly foods in the morning. Think low sodium, high fiber, and packed with nutrients like antioxidants and healthy fats. A breakfast of oatmeal with blueberries, walnuts, and a drizzle of honey, or a smoothie with spinach, banana, and almond milk can fuel your body without stressing your system. Your mornings matter, and so does your health. If this video gave you even one new idea or insight, please give it a like and share it with a friend or family member who might need it. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which habit surprised you the most, or which one are you going to try first? Your story could inspire someone else in our Senior Envision community. And don't forget to subscribe. We're here every week with simple, honest tips to help you live stronger, sharper, and happier. Let's keep taking these small steps together, because your health is worth it.